Okay, in the next video we're going to work more on slopes, okay? Find the slope of the line between the points. Let me explain on a graph paper what a slope is. You don't have to write it on your graph paper. So you got 1, 1, and then 7, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then you need to take your ruler, or you're not going to take yours, you're just going to watch as I do it, and I make a line. Okay, so that line has a slope. What is it? Okay, it's rise over run. Okay, so this is point 1, this is point 2. So I would have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So positive 6. Then the run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, to reduce when they're the same number, you just divide each by that number. It's going to be 1 over 1, okay? And that makes sense, because up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1 matches the line. Okay, that's good. How do you get that without a graph? Well, we don't want to use graph paper here in this, so 1, 1, 7, 7. So xy, xy, and the formula is y minus y. That'll find your rise. X minus x, find your run. Okay. Now, what point do we start with? Well, the one that has the higher x. 7's higher than 1, so I start here. 7, 7, and then 1, 1. So that comes out to be 6 over 6, just like the graph. And then when I have the same number, I reduce it by 6. So that'd be 1 over 1. Okay, next one. 3, 4, negative 5, 0. Y minus y, x minus x. Okay, so 3, negative 5. So 3 on bottom, negative 5 on top. Or no, wait a second. 3 on bottom, 4 on top. And then 0, negative 5. So 4 minus 0 is 4. Plus, plus, that'd be 8. Then you use your multiplication table. Now 4 and 8 are both in the second row, but they're also deeper down, both in the fourth row. So we want to divide by 4. That'd be 1/2. So m equals 1 over 2. Okay, then 5, negative 2, and 5, 8. Okay, compare your x's. Well, they're equal. So it doesn't really matter what point you start with when they're equal. Again, the reason why you start with the higher x is because you don't want a negative on the bottom. Okay? You don't want to get, you need to get in the habit of, but they're equal, so it doesn't really matter. Okay? So I'll start here. 8 over 5. Negative 2 over 5. Okay, so that's 10. 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay. Well, when you get 0, you need to go to your calculator and divide it. I got an error, so that means m equals undefined. Okay, next one. Okay, so we have 3, 1, negative 5, 3. So I got 3, negative 5. So there's your higher one, okay? So 1 over 3, got to be the y over the x, then 3, negative 5. So it's going to be negative 2 over 8. Now look up 2 and 8 on your table. They're in the second row, so divide by 2, and m equals negative 1/4. Okay, 3, 0, negative 8, 0. Okay, so if I compare 3 to negative 8, 3's higher, 3. So we're starting there. So send 0 to the top, 3 on bottom. 0 to the top, negative 8 on bottom. So that's 0 over 11. Okay, when I get 0, I go to the calculator. But here 0 is on bottom. Here it's on top, so that changes what I get. Okay, 0. So m equals 0. Okay, so the next one I've got -6, 6, -2, -2. So I compare them, -6, -2. -2 is higher, okay? -6, -6, plus on both of those. You end up with 4 over 4. So when you divide, you don't look at the chart, you just divide by 4. Okay, it's 1 over 1 then. Okay. And it's always going to be 1 over 1 when the numbers end up the same. Okay, -5, -4, and 1, -2. Compare x's. I got a -5, a +1, so I'm starting with the +1. So -2 over 1, -4 over -5. So -2 plus 4 is 2, 1 plus 5 is 6. On a multiplication table, they're both in the second row, so you divide each one by 2. It's 1/3. Then the last one, -4, 3, -5, 7. Okay, if I have a -4 and a -5, -4 is higher, okay? So 3 on top, -4 on bottom, then 7 on top, -5 on bottom. So 3 minus 7 is -4. -4 minus -5 is 1. 4 and 1 are just in the first row, so that's already in simplest form because dividing by 1 doesn't change it.